And now for the exciting conclusion of Murder Incorporated.
Conclusion?
Yes, someone gave me some guff about saying conclusion. So I have coined the phrase conclusion.
It might
Well,
have
if there's
been
a
me.
TPK, it could be.
Now,
Don't say that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't
Yeah.
hope that the DM is plotting a TPK. More that, oh shit, it happened.
Yeah.
I think I would be the saddest for the TPK.
A couple of times almost.
Yeah, I've got a contingency plan for my character. He's going into my world when he dies.
So
Yes,
yeah, last week you guys exited the Tomb of the Game Master. You were followed out by some Warforged, and you had a brief meeting with Maliki and Colin. And then you were captured by a war party of High Elves and brought to Myth Drannor, where it was revealed that Gregor was suffering from some acute vampirism that he contracted while he was sitting in the chair.
Yeah, and I think we were discussing what we would do now, if we should try to contact someone who might know more than the elves.
Nice.
That's great.
What?
See, I was inspired.
Like I
That
said,
looks
I'm
a lot like
criminally
a certain
unprepared.
game.
Oh. Ooh. I like civilization.
Yeah, so do
God.
I.
Oh.
Oh, diamonds. Why haven't you already discovered the technology for that?
Yeah, so I'm going to clear this forest right here and set up a farm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna help you clear the forest.
I'm gonna be here like, no, it's my forest. Because I like forests.
For those listening, the game map is just a Civ 5 map.
I'm gonna build a mine right here.
I'm the scout. I'm going here. What's here? Guys, this fog of war is bugging.
Yeah.
Some of you might have noticed I launched Civ 5 like 20 minutes ago.
What
I gotta
race
give
is-
you credit though. That's pretty genius.
Yeah.
I should start doing all my maps this way too.
Just one more turn.
Oh no, not that one. That's like the worst thing you can ever say.
So, yeah, I don't know what you guys are doing, but the elves are pretty much leaving you alone. Gregor's in his infirmary bed. Jax, you've got a small fan club of highly trained killers guarding you.
So should we first think about what we do with our bard, or should we go save Jax? Well, not save, but
Well, Jax is
I-
only in
I-
danger if he does something stupid. So
yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
so he's in constant danger.
yeah, true. Probably.
So what are we gonna do?
Well, I
Alright.
was thinking that maybe we should see if we could find Gregor's girlfriend, get in contact with Elminster.
I asked Gregor that can you like somehow tell your girlfriend that we would like to see her?
He doesn't like when she shows up.
Yeah.
The last time it seemed to be because his life was in jeopardy.
Should we try to kill Gregor again, and then maybe
No,
and then
because
maybe the
then she
ghost
would
comes
try
back?
to kill us.
We can be like, it was just to get you here, to save his life. We tried to kill him.
We might already be dead before you can bring that out. I have no idea how strong she is, but I think she's not weak.
Strength level, not weak.
Yeah, she is one of the seven sisters, which means that she's a half deity.
Yeah, it's a fair
And
point.
we all
might
don't
be,
know that.
We might be dead before we even see her.
That's a very dangerous assumption.
No,
Oh.
it's dangerous to not make that assumption.
Yeah.
Since I'm not able to go shopping anywhere, I'd like to have one of you pick up a healer's kit for me from one of these shops.
I'll do that.
Well, you could go shopping if there were shops, but this isn't really
Oh.
organized like a typical human settlement.
God damn it.
But I figured they also wouldn't want to give
Well,
me supplies.
you could seek out Corellan's temple and ask for his forgiveness, and then ask for a healer's kit.
Would I be able to find any of the stuff that he needs out in the wild? Since there's lots of forest around, like herbs and stuff.
I
I've
think
got
you could
bandages.
probably find a healer's kit for purchase in a temple. It's just they're not really dependent on trading. It's more of an insular society.
So Batar does want to do 3 things. I'm not sure in which order. 1, he wants to... Well, actually 4 things. He wants to go into the forest and collect herbs to make healing potions. And then make healing potions with that stuff. And then he wants to try to gain access to the library in the city. Or if you call it a city, whatever it is. And try to research whatever he can find about vampirism, pretty much. And lastly, he wants to do a bit of training with Aniva if she has time.
Okay, if you're going outside the city to look for herbs, it's a survival check.
Right.
I mean, if I can get one from a temple, I'll do that. Is there a temple to Maliki here?
Followers of Maliki don't typically build temples.
We just
As
they
the
just
forest
let
is
go
their
and-
temple.
Yeah, there's pretty much one sacred place, which is the one river somewhere.
I find Jack.
You find poison ivy.
Yay!
Okay, Batar and Jax, you're able to find enough components for 5 attempts at potion brewing between you. Anova, if you want to buy a healer's kit from the temple, they are 50 gold apiece.
Can I help Batar with his feel like I'm trying to find two stuff?
Yeah,
The healer's kit was how much?
50 gold apiece.
50 gold.
Jeez.
Jeez.
I got it though, so you don't have to worry
Yeah.
about it.
It's gonna be like, aren't you guys rich by now?
I mean
No.
that's like half
Not
my
really,
money.
no.
That's like
Yeah, not
a
really.
third of my money.
That's half my
Actually,
money.
a bit more.
Well, I have
It's
like
50
one-
times more than a normal healer's kit.
You do
Better
have
be potent.
something that you guys have kind of neglected that's worth quite a bit of money, and that is the siege engine.
Oh yeah, we heard that one.
Do we have that? That's the
Yeah,
question.
we-
Still want that.
It was found to Maria by someone. I'm not sure who it was found by, but it was found.
The dog or the unicorn? Not sure how either one of them would have done that. Well, maybe it was Hak.
I don't think
He's
Hakkar can do
actually
it.
too weak at that.
And it's the 22 that's to find the potion stuff for Batar. And it's the 22 because forest is amazing.
While we're
Oh, wait.
doing shopping type stuff, I want to see if I can have anything special made out of this baby owlbear pelt.
Yeah, you're able to find artisan Tanner, and he would be able to make that into a cold weather cloak for you. Given that you're providing materials, that will be 70 gold.
70.
We could sell the siege engine to the elves.
Yeah,
We
let's
like-
sell that thing. See how much they'll.
Holy shit, they are greedy here.
Yeah, they are. I mean, I had no idea about the other. We didn't really buy anything on the other places, so we don't really know about the economy.
Yeah, do I get the impression that they're charging me more because I'm human?
Insight check. You're not too sure, but the airs that they put on around you, they typically, you feel like they have a general disdain.
So, Lucan, why don't you sell them the siege engine?
Yeah, Lucan might be the one that currently is not a vampire and has the best career.
Well, aren't
is
you?
also an
Isn't
elf.
Lucan half high elf?
I'm a
Well,
full wood elf.
I'll try to seek out the military commander.
Did I, by the way, find any herbs for Batar with that nature roll?
Yeah, your nature roll, you were able to find enough herbs to potentially use for 10 attempts at potion making.
Okay, Batar, you get that.
So
So
that's
I
15?
believe, well, it was 5 for you, 5 for Jax, and 10 for Yenbin, so 20 attempts at potion making.
Okay, and also, would my proficiency with the herbalism kit have applied to that? It says proficiency with the kit lets you add your proficiency bonus to any ability checks you make to identify or apply herbs.
Yes.
So then the result would be plus... What's the proficiency bonus?
Plus
That
2
level?
or 3, I'm not sure with what is for research by 5th level.
Proficiency is
Plus
3.
3. So that was actually a 17, not a 14.
So that would bring you up to extra 2, so 22 attempts at potion brewing.
That's a lot of attempts. I'm going to get to brewing.
Minor health potions.
Yeah. What shall I do? A roll for that? Or?
Oh, you probably don't have a alchemical setup.
I'd say probably that.
Well, I've got my alchemist supplies. That doesn't have, right? That's just things you put into the stuff, right?
There's
Because I
no
really
potion
don't have an
master
idea
here.
what that even is, but I've got it.
There is an apothecary that you could bring the herbs to.
Yeah, sure, let's do that.
And that way you won't have to buy vials.
Yeah. So, like, giving them the herbs and in exchange getting finished health potions, just less than I would have gotten if I made it myself, if I had stuff, right?
If you had critted on your brewing, it would have come out double every time you crit, but if you're giving him the herbs, then he will just give you the amount of potions that it would make standard.
Alright.
And that will be 5 gold for the lot.
Right, that sounds fair.
Yeah, 22 minor healing potions for 5 gold, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
We did all the work, you just mixed stuff together.
That's actually a lot of work.
Might
And
not
a
be a
lot
lot
can
of.
go wrong with that. Stuff can
Yeah.
explode.
Yeah, it might not be a lot of work, but it's like you can easily fail in it.
Alright, how many people do I have? 6 or 7? Well, I guess I can't get to Gregor at the moment, right?
I think we can visit him, but maybe he's like, I don't want to talk to you, I'm dying. Wah, wah.
I don't want to talk to you.
God, math. My head.
So, Anava, after you get the cloak made, he gives it back to you. You might want to take it to Batar because it seems to be extra warm.
Okay.
I should
Armor
butter.
costs 70 gold.
Are you sure that butter's not going to burn it?
Yeah, pretty sure. I'm not burning your stuff. Except if it's cursed once or something. But they usually don't burn because they're magical. They can't set magical stuff on fire for some reason.
So are we selling the catapult to the elves?
Yeah, Luke, and you find the commander from the patrol that brought you here.
Hello, Commander.
Good afternoon, Half-Blade.
If you remember from our travels, we had to our carts attached a war machine. I'm wondering if you had an interest in obtaining this piece. It might be useful against those ratmen.
We know it throws them really well.
He shoots Jax a very dirty look. He says perhaps you should talk to the supply
Words are
officer.
Okay, well, then I'll do that. I'm sorry for taking your time.
He gives you a salute on your way out.
I salute back and then I walk towards the supply officer.
Yeah, there's a very hurried and busied elf. He's standing in front of a tent, crates all around him. There's people bringing boxes to and fro.
Well,
I
I'll
start-
be asking if he needs any help right now.
It's like, help, yes. And he shoves a box into your arms.
I'm
Yeah.
coming. I'm entering the
I'll be
conversation.
helping him then.
I'm entering the conversation. Would you like to buy a ratman disposal machine? I then
You broke him.
pointed. I point at the
You
catapult.
broke me too!
I think Toad died.
Yeah.
You broke him.
Yeah, I was actually planning to help him out, so when things got a little more slow, we could have a more calm conversation, rather than when he's running his ass off.
Well,
I mean, we were here
you
to.
know, some people aren't that socially experienced.
So yeah, the guy hands you a box and he turns back. He's going over a supply list and
And
he hands you a box like you know what to do with it.
I asked, like, what am I supposed to do with this? You want me to prove that the catapult works? And then I start loading the box into the catapult. Without checking what's inside.
It's like
Yenven,
catapult.
what are you doing?
He takes
What?
the box back from you. He's like, what Why are you here? I'm busy.
I was just gonna sell you a catapult. I have no other, like, really, like, I have no intentions to disrupt you. I just want to sell a catapult.
Oh, well,
Yenben, how about we help him now, and then we'll discuss it when everything is ordered more than it is now.
Okay. And then I grab the box and I'm there.
he points.
I start helping.
Okay.
Right, so while they are helping, Aniva's coming over to me.
Yeah, she has a cloak that she just had made, and it appears to have some magical properties to it.
Oh, interesting. Give me a moment. First of all, these are for you, and I hand her 3 minor health potions.
Thank you.
Where is it? Oh, it's level 1, not level 2. Wrong disc. Identify! It's the worst superpower ever.
You identify this as a cloak of cold resistance.
Ooh.
When worn, it negates cold damage by half.
It grants resistance. Or it halves it even if it's already halved from resistance. So does it stack or doesn't it?
Does not stack.
Owlbear Cloak of Cold Resistance. That sounds cool. Alright. I hand it back to Aniva and explain that to her. So,
Thank you.
do you have a bit of time for a bit of training?
Yes.
Well, training for me. Probably not that much training for you.
Yeah.
Alright, so
So
we do a
Are
bit
we-
of quarterstaff training.
have we helped out the supply person?
You could probably spend 72 hours helping him, and he still wouldn't consider you done.
At some point I start pulling the catapult like hell of the trying to tell the tell Maria
I
to
was
pull
thinking that
like-
as any other person, at some point he'd need a break, and it was in that break I was thinking we could talk to him.
I just start to pull out the
He
catapult like where
doesn't
do I
seem
put
to
this?
be
And, like-
the one to take a break. He eyes you curiously, because it's probably taken you a good hour to move the catapult.
I was also being like, Maria, help me, because Maria is still bound to the catapult, I believe.
Yes. Okay, no fun flavor.
Okay, you can add your fun flavor.
I just have this image of Yenmin with like a rope over his shoulder, inching along, sweat on his brow.
Yenben had sweat on his brow the moment he picked up the first box.
I'm over average strength. Actually, no, I'm exactly average. Forget that.
That means you're just as weak as I am. So
So
I'm weaker.
Who's
But I
gonna negotiate this deal?
But I am very I am over average. It's probably Lucan because I'm the most antisocial person ever.
Yeah, I think it's me who should.
Okay,
I-
give me a persuasion check.
I mean, I could, but I believe that we wouldn't be paid for the catapult after that.
You end up having to pay him.
Yeah. He gets the catapult and all our money.
well, just if Yanwin is stupid. If he doesn't want to take it at least for free, just bring it to me. I'm going to burn it. And
I'm gonna
You
say
don't have a
that's with
problem.
advantage, because he's rather impressed with just the amount of shit that he's had Yenbin do over these past few hours. He's stroking his chin thoughtfully, and he says 70
70 what?
platinum.
ooh, 700 gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can agree to that.
He gives you a bill of sale. It's
That's it.
unofficial House Drannor stationery.
So basically, we can only spend them here.
Well, no, you
Cash it in.
you can cash it in.
Oh, okay.
Can we ask from him like where do we cash it in?
Just say he tells us where and we go
Yeah,
there
he tells you
and do
where.
it.
Okay.
It's an interior office. Looks like a vault.
Well, Yenben, should we go?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you for doing business with you.
He's back in his work.
Yeah. We are going to the bank dude, whatever he is, to get our money.
Yeah, and
Why not?
you turn up the slip, and he's like 70. But all your paperwork checks out. Gets you the shiny pieces of silver.
Yeah, we had a catapult that was worth a lot of money.
Yeah.
might be useful in the war.
Yeah,
He thanks
it's
you for your contribution to the war effort.
yeah, it's the
Yay.
it's the catapult of killing Bradman.
Ooh, looks like I'm doing quite well in my sparring. Means I'm not already completely dead.
I like how you crit for 0 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crit fail.
No, that wasn't crit fail 0 damage. I know why.
But I mean, I'm probably not able
Oh.
to hit Aniva anyway, so that just means that she doesn't hit me as much as she normally would.
Like you managed to just hit Aniva, but you just like gently poke.
I'm impressed with myself.
Yeah, you felt like you got a good hit on the first hit, and then she counters, and you actually kind of hear your bones like make a slight cracking sound.
God damn it, that hurts. Well, I guess that was to be expected.
All right, at this point, I'm going to stop and I'm going to ask if there are any training staffs anywhere. Some nerf staffs.
There's the opposite of a nerfed weapon. These elves specialize in working with darkwood, which is a specialized material that's lighter and stronger than normal wood.
I just need
But-
something so I don't kill Batar while I'm trying to train him.
Probably not the thing.
That's probably something you might want to pick up.
I'm
Okay.
I'm wondering, will I, because I'm like pretty much the expert on bows. Will I know that will the darkwood make a better bow?
Oh, if it's really hard, probably not.
You already have a magical bow?
Well,
Uh,
no. Yes, actually, yes, you do have a magical bow, the short bow +1.
Yeah, that's true.
Like darkwood would basically be the +1 equivalent. You could get a darkwood longbow.
Yeah, that's because the thing is that short bow is 1d6, longbow is 1d8. Which is basically short bow is more accurate, but longbow does more damage.
I'm guessing they don't sell hand crossbows here. Or they don't have any.
Yeah, no, they're racially averted to hand crossbows. The weapon of cowards.
Weapon racism, everybody!
They say they're behind their longbows, which have how much range?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I'm-
longbows aren't typically like dripping in super deadly poisons.
Well, there's no reason why it
Neither am
shouldn't
I crossbows.
Can I say a blacksmith or weaponsmith or something? Or someone who because my character is expert at bows. I'm not expert at bows. Anybody who makes bows.
Yeah, you can
Can I
find
see
a
those?
bowyer, an artisan bowyer.
Yeah, I will like, hey, how much would a darkwood bow?
He says 5.
What?
He says 5.
Platinum?
Of course.
Or- yeah. I think they still only in platinum. Did we get the money already? Or that?
Yeah, I think we already picked up those.
So, how much was it? 70?
Yeah, it's 10 platinum for each, since we are 7 players in total.
I
Oh,
show
wait,
him.
I meant to say 50, not 5.
Oh,
50
50.
platinum. God.
that's a
500.
lot.
500 gold.
Somebody please drag him away from there before
I'm like,
the price goes up again.
how much would this short bow give us?
He looks at it and he says he'll give you 20.
I say I'll think about it and I go back. I'm not buying the bow just because I don't have enough. And even if I had, I
Was the
wouldn't
bow
buy it.
50 gold or 50 platinum?
Platinum.
Yeah.
50 platinum?
Yeah.
It's
But then
30
500 gold.
platinum for the show.
So,
I mean,
so
yeah,
they're-
it's a plus
they
one.
value a bow as much as they do a catapult.
It's a
Not
plus
quite,
one bow.
The
Generally
catapult was
enchanted.
70.
They value the catapult slightly more. But at the same time, they're not going to buy it for what they think it's worth because they're going to war. They're going to lowball you.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess making a bow from a really hard wood probably not that easy, so
Yeah.
does make sense. So how much
This
do you
is why I
want
don't like
to
high
give you?
elves.
20 platinum for the hand crossbow?
20 platinum to sell his short bow +1.
So that would still be 300 gold and the hand crossbow. Not hand crossbow, short bow.
Yeah, I have 111. So yeah,
You could ask him what your arrow and quiver are worth.
I don't wanna sell them.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sell
Arrows
all
that
my
return to
magicals.
your quiver are pretty useful.
I could sell him only the arrow.
That wouldn't
And
help.
why not? Because then the arrow would come back. And I could sell it again, and again, and again, and again.
Oh, that's mean.
Meanwhile, in a high elf dungeon,
Mm-hmm.
even their dungeons are picturesque. Yenbin notes.
Yenbin?
What?
Why is Yenbin in...
I'm just joking. Yenbin's
Yeah.
not in a dungeon, but if he tried to steal with such a brazen scheme,
I'm not stealing. I'm just selling them stuff that just
Yeah,
mystically
then
returns
stealing
to
the
me.
arrow.
And I'm not stealing it. The arrow just seems to like me. I can't do
Don't
anything
think they
about
would
it.
share that view.
I can't do anything about the fact that the arrow always returns to me. Blame the one who made them.
when you reach him, he's like snoring in his bed. He looks way too comfortable. Kind of jealous.
Minor healing potion is what, 1d6 plus 1 or something like that?
I think it's 1d4 plus 2.
Usually it's 2d4 plus 2.
Yeah, because got the book memorized better than I do.
Yeah.
Lucan, as you're going through your day, a runner comes up to you and hands you a scroll, bows, runs away.
Well, I'm opening the scroll and reading.
The scroll is a formal invitation to the Lord's house, and it specifies that it is for you and you alone.
Does it have a time for it?
We'll say noon 30.
Well, then noon plus 30 I'll be going there.
Form of housefly.
You'll be going there or you'll be there?
Well, I'll be standing ready outside.
Okay.
Okay, an attendant comes and he's like, Lucan of the Illithori,
Yes, that is correct.
see, come with me. And he leads you through this really grand and vaulted palace. Really high ceilings. I'd say sandstone. It's marble, but it looks like a yellow sandstone hue. Nice tapestries.
It's been here long.
Yeah, it's been here a long time. And he leads you to a central chamber, which you would assume is the throne room. And sitting on the throne is the Lord and a few of his attendants. And they're standing around a reliquary.
Well, I'll go down on one knee. My lord, you summoned me.
Yes, Scion of the Illithori. Please rise.
I get up, and then I await further instructions.
Well, I am glad to see one of your houses made it to us. As I said, there were auspicious circumstances. The fire on the Moonsea a month ago. Something fell from the sky, and we have recovered it.
Yeah, you have recovered it?
What do you know of your great-grandmother's fight with the vile worm?
I only really know the legends that was told. That she fought the worm and that it was strong, and that in the end she gave her life and shattered the blade in order to defeat it.
Aye, she did. And in giving her life, there was a terrible explosion. Parts of the blade were cast further than most could imagine. Some say they've left our sphere entirely.
Oh, that's terrible. Yeah, I know that in the aftermath they only found a few remains, and those are the remains that I carry today.
He motions for you to come closer towards the reliquary.
I walk closer.
It's a very ornate gold leaf box, but the lid is off. And inside the box is a half-meter long piece of familiar-looking metal. It's familiar to you because it's the same hue as the metal that makes up your portion of the sword.
Is that what I think it is?
Indeed, it's a fragment of the Aegis. I do fear from what I've heard that it will not complete your blade, but I could not deny you this.
I thank you very much for your kindness, and your generosity. I have been on a quest in order to regain the shards, and this brings me one step closer.
Indeed.
I was wondering if you have anyone who knows more about reforging weapons of this magnitude. If it's enough to have the shards, or if I need a smith with a certain skill.
The forging of these weapons is unknown. By all accounts, the legends say it was forged by Corin himself.
Yeah, well, I was thinking more of remaking it.
Do you actually have your piece of the sword with you?
Yeah, I never leave home without it. Although, of course, it's wrapped up.
Okay. How close are you to the reliquary, you'd say?
Well, I'm getting as close as possible, actually, to look at it. So, maybe
is the
a feet.
Is it on your back or in your belt?
It's wrapped up in a hilt on my back.
It's pushing you towards the reliquary, and as you lean in, it's gonna be kind of hard to resist it. Give me a strength check.
That's a powerful sword.
Could try just like stab people with the sword.
Give them one part of the sword and then just
Well,
let the other fly as a
I'm
guided missile.
I'm not really going to try and resist. I'm more going to turn around. So in case that it suddenly tries to get together, I won't suddenly have a sword through or half a sword through my chest.
That is the smart and correct answer. Yeah, as you turn around, the hilt flies off your back and actually through the side of the reliquary, destroying one of the sides. And there's this terrible sound of tearing metal, which I don't know if you've ever been in a car accident personally, but I can't quite describe it.
Yeah, I'm familiar with the sound.
I'm also worried.
And you're knocked on your butt, and the Lord takes a step back, and some of the guards take a step forward. As you collect yourself and get back up, you can see that the two parts of the sword have reformed. However, there still is what looks to be a substantial portion missing from the end.
I apologize for this happening. I didn't know it would.
The Lord says that's quite alright. I don't think any of us could have expected that.
But I guess this answered my question whether how it could be reforged. I guess I just need to find the shards.
Are you gonna pick up the sword now?
Well, I would like to wrap it up, but not unless, or rather, I would wait until the Lord gives me permission to do so.
It's yours.
Yeah, I think he would find it rude to presume to try to tell you what to do with your family blade.
My lord, I would like to pick it up and wrap it up once again and return it to its place.
He's nodding silently.
And yeah, then I do so. I really don't want to look like I'm drawing a weapon on the Lord and getting myself killed.
Yeah.
We could get the half vampire to use mage hand.
Okay. You wrap it up. Are you gonna touch the hilt at all?
Yeah, I'm going to admire it when I get back in private.
Okay. And you put it back on your back, and he just nods. He says, "Auspicious indeed."
Meanwhile, the other ones are having a campfire party with dancing lights and figures in the flames and.
Hug's like a little go-go dancer.
Yeah.
Just to prevent Jax from dying to the boredom with the guards.
Yeah.
That's what I think why we were doing that.
Well, with the party.
Yeah.
Not by the way you proposed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's a bad idea.
They're like those Buckingham Palace guards. They're just here for their duty. They don't really even crack smiles. You're not even sure if you've seen them blink.
Anova runs over, starts poking them, trying to get them to react.
A dog comes running out of the
not.
village and pisses at one's foot.
I'm more disciplined than that.
Yeah, it sounds more like something Yenben would do.
Yeah.
That's true. But I'm currently dancing with Hug Hug, so no, I cannot.
Your back is going to hurt after that.
No, nobody ever said that Hug Hug's legs touch the ground.
Oh, he's still in his little bird cage.
Oh, well, no one ever said that the cage touched the ground. I'm hanging the cage.
Yeah, I assumed like
Oh,
he was either
okay.
hanging it on the end of his staff or.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'll leave him in there. Unless he complains and wants out.
Well, the thing is it's not locked shut. Like he could open it at any time.
Okay.
Alright.
I try to pick it.
He just enjoys being carried around for once.
So, what are we now doing? And where is Lucan? Lucan, where?
Well, we're having a party, but I think we need something to really party with.
Yeah, where are we having the party again? I mean,
Just some random, I don't know, clearing or at the edge of the city or something. A
okay.
place where the campfire won't spread to the forest nor the village, pretty much.
I think that's very out of character from Batar.
No, I'm just burning things when I want to.
Are you telling me that you
I'm
don't
making
want to burn
figures
down?
appear in the campfire, dancing figures.
Yeah, is Lucan already back?
Well,
what were
I'll
you doing
be
after?
be staying with the Lord unless he dismiss me. I mean, I guess it depends whether or not he has other plans for me.
I mean, you're not part of his family. Like you're like Iliator and he's not. So basically, like you
In
don't
his
technically have
eyes,
to obey
you
him.
are not like you're not completely equal because your house isn't as powerful as his, but he's like he probably gives you more freedom than he does his own guards and stuff. Like
Yep, he might not be like equal, but he can't really
he
give
treats you like a
any
peer.
commands.
Yeah, but even if I was like a baron and he was like a count, I would still be respectful and kinda expecting him to dismiss me rather than just go and say bye bye.
Just he wouldn't
true.
say dismissed, but
Yeah,
would
it's more
phrase
like
it differently.
yeah, it's more like those hints that you pick up like unconsciously.
He's going to invite you to dine with him tonight, but for the meantime, he has to make preparations for the coming march.
I understand that. I will be back tonight then.
And he says, have one of the attendants show you to your room. He's gonna let you have a room in the palace.
Did we
Thank
have
you.
any rooms somewhere else? Or are we just sleeping on a clearing where we're having a campfire?
I'm, by the way, throwing all the nearby tables to the campfire. Just in case
Don't
they
think
are
there
mimics.
Like any stump that looks kind of like a table.
Yeah, I'm just digging it out and like to the campfire. It's probably like
Mimic phobia.
yeah, well, table phobia more like because every table is automatically a mimic, obviously.
Yeah, if I ask if you're touching something when you're interacting with an object, it's probably a good hint it's about to bite you.
Yeah.
Or you're going to have a vision. Like Lucan with the blade. Well, I don't know if he's going to have a vision, but I'm not expecting it to be a mimic. That would be a rather strange mimic. A broken sword.
You can just carry it own mimic all the time.
But yeah, I'll be following the attendant.
They show you to like a very nice, stately room, plush bed.
Then I'll be asking the attendant if he's aware of any messengers that could bring a message from me to my party.
Yes, I can have a runner find them. Do you know where they are?
Yeah, they are in that part of the camp.
Look for the fire.
Look for the dark elf and yeah, the rest.
Look at the most
The
strange
attendant
people you can
scowls when you
see.
mention a
It's
dark
them.
elf, but yes, and the message, sir.
Yeah, I'll be writing a quick note that I'm currently in the house of the Lord and I'll be staying there for the rest of our time. But I'll be visiting as soon as possible. And yeah, then I'm sending it to the rest.
Okay. As you guys are having your impromptu woods party. A messenger runs up, hands Batar a tube, and bows and runs away.
Oh,
He didn't wait for a reply.
He
Right.
wasn't told to wait for a reply.
He was probably scared of. He was probably scared
hey
of Jax.
guys, you know what?
What?
Lucan is staying at the palace.
Oh,
He's
well,
going
good for
to
him.
visit us.
Good for him.
Yeah.
As a side note, Yenben doesn't really care about beds. It's like a couple of rocks is just fine.
Well, Yenman, I hope you can make those comfy leaf beds again.
Why not? Or we could
Was
try to steal
quite
it.
comfortable,
We could try to steal Lucan's bed.
I don't think that would be a good idea. We'd have to break into the palace, and that's generally a bad idea.
Could be pretty amusing, though.
Yes.
Yenbin's 11.
A great quest to retrieve a bed.
And then you have to
What?
get out of the palace with a bed.
Well, wouldn't it be Yenben 7? We are 7 party members.
Yes. Well, technically it's 6. I don't know if you're gonna
Yeah,
help him
it-
try to steal your own bed.
Well, 5, because Gregor is in a dungeon.
Well, he's in an infirmary, Gregor.
I don't
And
know.
doesn't-
Don't even
doesn't-
know that word.
Doesn't it count? It doesn't count like it's Yenben, and then there is like the 6 others, so it's Yenben 6.
And I'm in chains, so I don't know how well I can help you.
You're not in chains.
Oh, I thought I was still.
No, you're unbound, but
You-
you're
you're more-
guarded.
Well,
Yeah,
you're
that
more
would be a
like
problem as
having the
Well,
the
actually,
gauntlets that criminals
since
have.
you're not inside the city, you're not even guarded.
Oh,
You're only guarded when you're inside the city.
Every
No.
time he enters the city, just as he leaves the cover of the trees, there suddenly are some elves behind him.
yeah.
Yeah.
Jax is
That's
It's like
creepy
Delta
as fuck.
Force.
Jax is guarded in the city when the elves know that Jax is in the city.
Exactly.
I'm going to go near to the city and try to spot some of the elves hiding in tree tops, because I don't have anything better to do for the moment.
There's a voice that comes behind you. Nice view, isn't it?
Hmm.
It's one of the elf
It is.
guards.
Didn't hear you coming, but I guess that was the purpose of it, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Oh.
things you won't hear.
Yeah.
You know, I can take forms other than dire wolves.
I don't believe
Like
you have
giant
only
spider.
a direwolf. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've currently seen you transform into giant spiders and direwolves.
Giant spider walks through the city, just casually strolling along.
With like a top hat and a monocle.
Yeah,
Or he could like be a ferret and like just drape himself around somebody's neck and blade.
yeah.
It's a stole, really.
I think if Jax would like to turn into a cat, he could turn into a giant cougar, like a tiger.
I could do a tiger.
Well, I was more thinking like an actual house cat, and then he could pretend to be Batar's familiar or something like that.
House cat, the high elf delicacy.
My familiar is going to be an owl. Next level.
Or he could turn into a dinosaur he wanted to.
Well, it's not a real familiar. It's a ghost thingy.
Or maybe he could turn into a toad.
Ooh, I think Magmir might be making a cameo soon.
What did I
Yeah.
miss?
Then to-
Speaking of,
Hello.
Good evening.
Oh, yeah, here's some money. And of course, you'll be getting the 10 platinum pieces.
Ooh, nice.
Oh yeah, did I get that? And you've
Yeah,
got 3.
everyone got 10 platinum pieces, including Gregor, who's not here.
Great. And you also have the minor health potions.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
That's from me, because I'm making potions now. Well, I didn't
Nice.
actually make
No, you
I
don't make
collected
Yeah.
How many?
3.
Ooh, nice.
Or what I completely make. I got 22.
Oh, it's 3
Divided
for
them
each
up.
and 1 extra.
Gregor didn't get any because he was sleeping on a bed.
Oh.
I was kind of
Okay.
jealous and didn't give him any.
Oh,
So I've
okay.
got 7 left.
Okay.
But everybody else got 3.
To be honest, you the one who made the most work was probably like the person in the apothecary or me. You didn't do shit in these potions. You found 7 herbs. I found 10, and you didn't even brew them.
Shut up.
But yeah, so
Does it matter who has the biggest?
It always matters.
That's small penis talk.
Yeah.
is Lucan now getting a disadvantage?
Only on penis checks.
It was good. It wasn't Gregor who was making it.
I'm just kidding. That's mean.
What's that?
Okay.
Does it rely on Constitution?
Yeah.
I mean, Gregor has to make Constitution saving throws every time he's meeting his ghost girlfriend. What was that?
Sure. That was a bomb.
Yes.
So does anybody else want to bring Magmir up to speed?
Oh yeah. We sold the catapult. We were socially awkward.
Okay.
Lucan is currently being a half royal and stuff.
Yeah,
Lives
he's in a palace. We're sleeping in the woods.
Don't worry, I make very comfy beds.
Yeah.
Why are we sleeping in the woods?
Why not?
Because
we
he
have
didn't want
elves
to
there.
sleep in the city, apparently.
The Habells don't like us.
You can go sleep in the city. I can just sleep in the woods.
I guess Jax wouldn't be very welcome at an inn or something. I don't even know if there are inns in that city.
Well,
I'm not going back in there unless I absolutely have to.
Yep.
And I'm staying with Jax and Yanman.
Well,
yeah.
Because somebody has to take care of them. Be a bit intelligent about what happens.
Right.
I think Jax is probably like the 50% of the group who's actually very comfortable staying in the woods.
Well,
Yeah.
the other half of the session was the more serious thing about what was happening with Gregor.
Did something happen?
And it's now the other half of the session is
Well, the High
planning
Elves
on how
aren't
to-
going to let him out of town.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
a
yeah.
bit of a problem.
So we're gonna make Grand Theft Gregor.
And in doing so, you'll probably be hunted by them for the rest of eternity.
Or until they die.
I can
No,
outlive
until
them.
we die. They're not going to die. There are way too many of them.
They are going to die if they run into the woods and you burn them.
Yeah,
Well, we're also
burn
going
the
to
woods.
die because we're
Well,
also
yeah,
in the
but
woods.
it's not like they're holding him for evil intent. They're trying to stop the spread of vampirism, which is, for all intents and purposes, eradicated in this world. It would be like if you cured AIDS and there was one person with AIDS, and you're like, well, we gotta quarantine you.
What can we try to save him from his demise?
Well, he's not in any danger. He's just a carrier at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, he could he could decide to give the vampirism to someone else.
He's not a vampire. He's not going to do anything as far as vampire unless he decides to give someone the vampirism.
True. And, Batar, you were looking through the library there.
Yes, if I can access.
While there is a great many records of hunting and killing and detecting vampires, there isn't a lot of records about how to deal with proto-vampires because they haven't really encountered, like in history, the first vampires were so long ago that even that knowledge is lost to the elves.
Figured as
That
much.
must have been a long time ago.
Still couldn't just guess that there was no information and just don't check.
How many generations would it take to lose information? Because elves are pretty damn long aged.
Well, elves give good written records. Written records are subject to being destroyed, and the elfin oral tradition isn't as good as, let's say, the orcish oral tradition, or even like the halfling oral tradition.
But the problem with oral tradition is that the facts
stories
get
change.
distorted pretty much.
But isn't aren't elves like the pros, like the best of the best in like singing and poem telling?
Yeah, but they also write in riddles.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. God damn it! Now I have the GGD Augustine's the riddle song in my head because riddles. Well, so what are we gonna do with Gregor? We have no idea how
I
to
don't
cure
know.
him. Are we just going to be
What
like Gregor?
can we do?
Are we just going to
Yeah,
be like?
that's the question.
Are we just going to be like Gregor? We save you if you don't eat anyone, and then, or are we just gonna be like
I already
Baby.
told him if he ever going to try to bite anyone, I'm going to pull his teeth.
Okay.
Yeah, but the
I'm
high elves
picturing
are
it.
having that. Like, if you could stop a plague from happening, you will stop a plague from happening. And Gregor's intelligent enough that he's not really gonna question that. And again, if I wish he was here, but unfortunately he's ill with vampirism in real life.
Yeah.
They,
I'm just going to drop this here. Don't quite know what this means, but I just saw that.
Huh?
It's a three-eyed toad. Is it related to our toad?
Looks pretty similar, except for the third eye.
Well, when I'm in
We-
private, I would like to examine my blade and pick it up and just caress
Touch
it
the
gently.
hilt. Suddenly sword mimic.
the whole castle is a one big mimic.
Oh, that would suck.
That's an interesting question. Are there mimics of bigger size? Like, literally building size?
What if the whole world is a one big mimic?
It's
That's
a
creepy.
turtle.
That
Yeah,
is an
yeah.
interesting question. Like,
Actually, if I remember correctly, from 3.5, there are. It's not mimics, but they're related to mimics. Who takes upon
Don't give him any ideas.
looks like houses, and when people get into them, they like close and.
yeah. And
Well,
there
that's
was
just a
actually
TPK, so.
a famous evil castle that was basically a castle version of that. I can't think of the name, but it's in the Drist books.
Now I had to like make up a reason why I'm not going to any house. Like, was that really necessary, Bea?
Eventually, Yenmin's just gonna be naked because he's afraid of clothes, too.
And he's afraid of trees because what if the mimic look like a tree?
It's just gonna
And
end in that.
rocks.
It's just gonna end in I'm basically just gonna get a like a shitload of money, and then I'm just gonna buy like hire Batar in keeping me in a levitation spell. Ends my entire rest of my character's life, and I'm just gonna live in meditation completely naked, so like
Yeah.
200 feet in the air.
Yeah, or maybe you just end up in a padded room
Yeah, that might be
in a
also
straight
Maybe.
jacket.
being afraid of the room because it might be a mimic.
Mimics everywhere.
They're coming for me.
Okay, we're having way too much fun.
Yes. We should actually be discussing.
What to do with the mimic that's called Gregor?
Yeah, that's also a vampire.
Yeah, vampire mimics.
Oh god, vampire
no.
mimic. No, no.
Okay, so what are we gonna do?
When they take humanoid shapes, isn't it more like doppelgangers?
Yeah, but they could be vampire trees.
So the first time we meet a doppelganger, they'll be added to the list of things Gregor or Yunben is afraid of.
Yeah. Or just like naturally start bashing.
But getting back to
We could,
Lucan, so you're examining the sword. Have you grasped the hilt yet?
Yeah, it's some of the first things I do.
As you touch the hilt, you get a tingling sensation in your hand, and you start to feel very sad. And then you start to notice that you can't breathe so well.
What's happening?
You can still take your hand off it.
Lucan is now going.
Yeah,
Look.
I'm going to wait for a bit to see if I get any other sensations, and then I'll of course remove it.
You feel very cold. Very, very cold. And now your lungs are starting to burn.
Well, I'm removing my hand.
Yeah, as you
Leave
remove
it.
your hand, it feels like the wind's been knocked out of you. You spend a few moments like gasping for air. And
Yeah,
some-
once I have recovered, I'll be picking up my blade again and keeping it wrapped up. Or rather, I have some cloth between me and the sword, so I'll be examining it.
You're actually amazed because where the two parts joined, there aren't really any signs that they were ever separated.
Yeah, it's obviously the work of Corellan.
I like how
Corellan, I need to remember that.
The greatest of gods, of course.
I like how you can just like press anything happen. You can be like, yeah, it's probably like this, and this, just out of your memory.
Have you ever heard real life zealots?
What?
Real life zealots. Have you ever heard those? They always have this. Oh yeah, this happened because of God. This happened because of God.
Oh yeah.
It's the god of the gaps.
Yeah. We were actually having a conversation about that with my friend, which we have a rather irritating person in our class who I'm not going to talk about because I don't really want to remember him.
Yeah,
But-
really, D&D isn't the place for human religion and politics.
Yeah, let's do the same thing with D&D religion and politics. Well, we don't know anything about the politics.
But yeah, Lucan is a paladin, so he's a deeply religious person.
Yeah, but the difference is that in this universe, the gods.
In this
Yeah,
universe,
the
gods
gods
are
real.
Yeah, here you mean like yeah, God doesn't exist and you're pretty much dead.
Not to offend anybody that believes in a god.
Well, you can't definitely say that there is no god. That's the problem with the thing.
Yeah, but
You can't
now
make
Moving on.
any.
Yeah,
moving on.
let's move on.
So back to
More
Gregor.
party.
But now it's like fourth or fifth time that we now completely forgot the fact that Gregor is not going to leave this place unless they else let him. What are we gonna do about it?
Well, I would like to go look for the rest. And before I do that, I would like to visit a shrine to Corellan and send him prayers and hope for an answer about my blade. Although, of course, I'm not expecting it. I'm no cleric.
You find a small chapel dedicated to Krellin. It is immaculately clean, well maintained.
Yeah, and of course I'll be thanking him for restoring part of my blade and such. And once I have done this ritual, I'll be seeking out the rest.
Tsar's taking a while to investigate his magic ring. Nope. It's really shiny, but I don't know what magic is on there.
Suddenly, the ring turns into
Mimic. No,
Mimic.
no mimic.
Oh god.
I'm just kidding.
Suddenly, Yenben starts bashing the ring. It's a mimic. Kill it. It's okay. So we are still now. I lost count how many times I now forgot to think about Gregor. Like we had to get Gregor out from there. They're very silent.
Hey guys.
Yeah, it's
Hello.
about 2 p.m. when Lucan finds you guys in your little camp.
Hello.
Why are you out here?
Hello, Mr. Noble.
Because we are not in a palace.
Yeah, I'm sorry I gained an invitation, but only for me.
Yeah, it's fine. Just messing with you.
And yeah, I really felt that I couldn't tell the noble lord that I wouldn't accept his hospitality.
I mean,
Yeah, and why wouldn't you? I mean, would be better if all of us could have it, but you don't need to reject anything because not everybody gets that. And I mean, you missed out on the party.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Batar, you remember my quest for the blade?
For what?
Apparently no.
I'm carrying around the blade. I think
Oh,
you have
the
seen
blade,
it more than
yeah.
once. Yeah.
I still don't know who
they
is
had-
talking from the voice. I
Oh,
need
yeah.
the context.
They had a shard from it, and somehow they merged together and became stronger. So now I'm one step further in my quest.
They merged together?
Yeah, shard from the blade when it was shattered, and as they got close together, they were reforged. They became one once again.
They became one? Surely you mean they just cling together like magnets or something, right?
Well, it's seamless. There seems to be no evidence that it was ever split in that area.
That can't
But
be.
But are
Surely
you?
you're just not looking, right?
But
Can I take a look?
Yeah, but don't touch the blade.
but are you literally now a wizard who's trying to explain magic with science?
No, I'm just.
That's not how wizards work.
I just don't know any magic that could put metal together without anything.
You also happen to have lived in a library your entire life.
In what?
Which you have lived in a library your entire life.
Yeah.
So, maybe you don't have field experience. You have no idea what it's capable of. Really. You know what it does, but you don't really know what it does.
Well, obviously. I think I know. So
Yeah.
let's take it.
But yeah, it's seamless. You can't see that a part of it split off.
Seem to be right. That's strange. Never heard of such magic.
Well, it is magic, and it was a deity who forged these blades in days of the past.
Ah, divine magic. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't understand divine magic. They seem to be able to do everything and nothing at the same time.
It depends of their faith. You should know that.
Well, for such things, yes.
They do not need to study and understand all about magic. They just need to trust that Corellan or whoever else they worship will provide them the strength.
Yes.
Wait, so you trust your god that he gives you strength to do some things, but don't trust your own strength?
Oh, I trust my own strength, of course.
But you can add to strength.
Yeah, but unlike, for instance, Batar, I do not need to understand why magic is working. I just need to believe that it does.
Seems like a lazy way.
That seems a lot easier. Although, it also seems weird. How could you believe that it works if you never experienced it working?
That's not what he said.
Because you believe that it does. And yeah, I really don't need to understand the magic because I'm just channeling the power of the divine.
So can your divine power
magic is
cure
weird.
Gregor?
I think I'd stick with my normal magic.
As
Thank you very
saw,
much.
I tried earlier, and that's the reason he fell off and began having tremors and whatever else he had, cramps.
So we need magic of another sort.
Or another paladin with another deity.
Or maybe someone who has more power than I do.
To kill him?
Yeah, that's what I
to
was
heal
expecting.
him. Though my suggestion is still that we should try and somehow get word to either Gregor's girlfriend or Elminster. Maybe they know more.
Yeah.
You can't believe how... Yeah, continue.
We should try that. I don't know how we could take hold of Gregor's girlfriend, but
doesn't he have a key?
You can't believe how sad I currently am that I didn't take the animal messenger. I was like, it sounds fun, but it's really useful only in some situations, and now there's a situation where it will be useful.
Are we from Shadowdale?
Quite a way.
I think we are like 5 days, maybe.
Okay.
Rat. Nice paintings.
I can't zoom out. Actually, nothing. Gonna refresh.
So something like 120 miles.
Through the woods without pathways.
Which is not a problem.
So, like, a couple of days if I were to go direwolf and run all the way back.
But you can only stay in direwolf form for an hour or what?
No, it's longer now. Let's see, we're level 5. I think I could do 5 hours. Or 2.5.
I can.
And that's so 5 hours a day I could do that. Or 5 hours every long, or short rest, rather. So, I mean, that would be the fastest way back, but...
I know of a spell that would help, but can't use it myself. It's a spell that lets you summon a magical, a horse, pretty much, but doesn't need to be like a horse, and it's much faster. It doesn't tire.
We could ask
I do have an elk that can serve as a mount.
We could ask from the elves if they know any ways of contacting creatures like Gregor's girlfriend.
Well,
I think it might be better to contact Elminster, and then Elminster might be able to contact her.
However,
I agree with the first part of that. Don't think the second part is correct, but Could always try.
There might be infrastructure in Myth Drannor itself to get a message to Shadowdale.
That's true. Baya is currently in a very good position with the, not very, but in decently good position with.
Yeah, well, maybe they have a mage who's able to do a spell, or someone else who can do it.
Out of character, maybe they have telegraph lines.
Through the woods.
Messenger birds.
Messenger birds or some kind of something similar to a scrying ritual, but with communication. I think there are enchanted mirrors that do stuff like that. Or there were ones. I don't know if any
Actually-
exist still.
Yeah, can't Jax do animal messenger?
I could prepare it, I guess, probably.
Yeah, Animal Messenger would take like.
Since we're not going anywhere, I could easily prepare that.
Animal Messenger would take like 4 days to get, like 2 days to get there. Other 2 to get back. If it's a flying.
If
Or
it's
if
flying,
Lucan
it
could ask
should
his
be
new
pretty
buddies.
fast.
How far were we away?
120 miles.
Yeah, 120 more. Wait a second. Danger.
And a carrier pigeon flies
Yeah,
with an average flying speed is around 50 miles per hour. So
yeah, but here's the spell actually says target beast travels for the duration of the spell toward a specified location, covering about 50 miles per 24 hours for flying messenger, or 25 miles per for other animals.
oh my god, that's just so slow. It's faster if we walk.
And it also can only be a message of up to 25 words, which might be a...
Elminster, help us. Gregory's in
And
trouble.
it has a duration of 24 hours, and if the messenger doesn't reach the destination before the spell ends, the message is lost. So that's not an option.
Yeah, unless you cast it on a spell slot, but I don't believe Jax has 3rd level spell slots, etc.
Yeah, he has.
I do,
Oh, yes.
but
Yeah,
it might just be faster for me to run there myself.
yeah. Maybe it would be.
Probably, yeah.
We could, the whole group could travel there faster, probably, because, we have a druid and a ranger.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could just ask from the elves that, like, could you try to contact the Elminster about our little vampire problem?
Yes. We should probably not all go. I think Lucan
Yeah.
should be,
Yeah, Lucan
if
and
not
Jack should
alone
go.
doing it, at least one of the people doing it.
What about
Yeah.
me?
You will be the one who's going to, because not everyone should be going to the elves. They obviously don't trust their entire party. Looking at Jax.
We need to find out if the elves have a possibility to contact Elminster or Shadowdale in general faster than just walking there, because in that case we can just walk there ourselves.
Yeah, well, I'll be looking for.
Freedom?
No.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'll be looking for the mage. There was an archmage, wasn't there?
There is an archmage, but you haven't met him yet.
Well, I'm looking for him or some other mage.
Well, if he's an archmage, he should be able to travel pretty fast.
Yeah, but
Or send a message.
Actually, yeah, there is a mage. I should say archmage.
Yeah, well, I was thinking of the spell sending.
it's
Yeah.
another one of the ones I thought wouldn't be that useful. That's the second level, right?
And yeah, then I was thinking that if we could find such a mage having the spell, then we might be able to pay him, and you would be able to scribe it into your spellbook. Then you could do it yourself.
If he has time for us, I would love to do that.
If you're looking for a mage, Lucan, someone will quickly direct you to the Mages Guild in Myth Drannor.
Oh, it's a mage's guild. Well, I think I should bring Batardin.
Yeah. Sending also is just 25 words.
Yeah, you meet a sort of receptionist, and she says, "May I help you, gentlemen?"
Yeah, we are looking for either someone who can cast a spell for us, or perhaps access to a spell through books for my companion here. And I gesture to Batar.
And what's the nature of the spell or problem?
Long-range communication. We need to talk to Great Archmage, Elminster, and Shadowdale as quickly as possible.
Oh, well, there's a teleportation circle in the main chamber.
Does anybody have the spell to access that, though?
Yes, the head mage knows all the runes. Can be there within...
Out of character, you don't need a specific spell to use those, right? You just need to know the combination of runes, and the circle has to be set up.
I thought there was a spell that was like a 5th level spell that you needed to do that.
No, I think that's to do that from wherever you want.
Oh, okay.
Right?
I think it's a combination.
I think it's a 5th level spell to do the thing.
I think the GM is giving you guys something here.
Yeah, I think Batar would know how it works, and so I want to know if I can just use the circle if I get the runes, or if I need somebody else to cast the spell for me.
I'm not exactly sure how to answer that, but I feel like the runes to the Archmage's tower would be, like, closely guarded.
Okay, so they wouldn't give it to me,
Well,
however it works. So we need to ask somebody to send us there.
I mean, we could just use the excuse that we're basically saving at the same time alive and the world from a plague.
Yes, so they would.
I think
that
I know
argument,
why
they would
Batar is asking me this.
I just want to understand what needs to happen to get to Shadowdale.
well, if someone can do the combination or give it to us.
Well, you meet the head mage, and the head mage is like, yes, I can deliver a message to the Archmage. It's been quite a while since someone's wanted to do that, but yes.
Well,
Yeah,
he's been sleeping for 15 years.
Yeah, and that might be a kind of hard even sleep, and everybody thinks it's dead.
Alright, in which form could you deliver a message? Could you send a written note? Like we write a note and it appears over there? Or
I would have to take it personally.
that's also a possibility. Alright.
So if you guys want to take some time to compose the message you're sending him,
Yes.
I need a few minutes. So if you could actually, like, compose the written message.
Oh god.
Yeah, let's do that.
Could somebody do another one of those documents, maybe?
I can make one.
Well, I guess we should agree what we should write.
You're
And the question is if we should write the Archmage or if we should write the Lord, and then the Lord could contact the Archmage.
I think we should contact the Archmage directly.
Well, we still need to get word to the Lord that the rats have taken Runla.
That is actually true, yeah. Dear Elminster, yeah. Greetings and salutations, everybody. Great Archmage. I think he can be a bit...
I will also be right back.
We're really having like half
Oh,
of the
God.
letter is just like praising.
I think the last part is maybe
There's something missing.
because the Shadowdale is just... Well, it's not a small town, but... No,
Why not?
please don't.
I'm really going to be like just like noting him about the
15.
yeah 15. What? No.
Not quite that much. Sorry.
I had no idea. Right. I like how this note will be written in like it's just like whoever is the purple. It's like greeting and salutations. Means that suddenly it's just like suddenly the speaker changes like the unwakeable one. I will ask your help in a matter of possible great things that will undoubtedly interrupt even more naps as you are without a question.
The best is the has. Three letters in 3 different colors.
And then there's the side note, which I added, but yeah. Murder hobos.
We haven't been to Vunlar, though. We don't know.
What?
We haven't been to Vunlar yet.
Yeah.
I got the
thought
impression from the elves that it had fallen.
Dear dum-dums.
I thought the elf said something like this. We'll have to ask Toad
this-
when he gets back.
I think Toad is back.
Is he?
I'll look at the report. Yes, Elminster is writing us a message. Oh, okay. Apparently it's not Gregor. Elminster is not writing us.
What?
Or maybe not. Here's the
The-
dear dum-dums.
It would be expensive to do that here. These elves don't seem to like to give us fair prices.
Yeah, and it's really expensive anyways.
I have a feeling it's been pretty bad. For some reason, I have a feeling that Saloon is not Saloon. Okay?
Huh?
Well, I don't know who Saloon is in the first place, so...
Gregor's girlfriend.
Yeah, but who she is in the lore that none of our characters actually know.
Oh, she's an alien.
Well, I don't know that, so...
Well,
Doesn't matter
now you
if
know.
she isn't that, then for me that didn't change anything.
When it comes down to it, I volunteer to kill Gregor.
Such a team spirit.
I just
Do
thought
you
of
have-
a really cool way to do it.
Oh dear God, it's a Yandere.
What?
I'm gonna Google it.
You don't know about Yandere?
No,
Nope.
our characters don't either.
I'm not.
So.
Oh, okay.
Yep, I don't
It's,
know.
it's
Ah,
a
right.
Japanese word.
Yeah.
Oh God,
it's
no!
It describes an anime character who is either psychotic or violent or both and shows affection to the main character.
Great.
We're gonna kill Cylone
I don't think we can.
at some point.
You
Yeah,
can
but-
kill everything.
I can burn everything down if it's burnable. And even some stuff that isn't, like piles of bones that I could for some reason set on fire.
So Gregor's girlfriend is an alien.
Was psychotic and violent and
Well, alien might mean that she's from another plane too.
Well, can't we
no, isn't that like an
ship him to
outsider?
the plane of positive energy?
Well, I think killing and reviving is easier than that.
Do we have enough money to revive him, though?
No, at least I won't believe so unless somebody has a huge stash.
We can always get the money.
We have 70 platinum, and it's what, 1,200 gold to revive someone?
1250 gold.
Well, we also found some gold earlier.
We have some other people that might not want to kill somebody, especially if other people would then maybe burn down the city and forest, and that might actually be able to revive somebody. I mean, there probably are some costs for us in there, but they may take part of that.
But we're not going to tell Gregor that this is the plan, correct?
I'm not going to.
I'm
I
not
think we
planning
should
on it.
speak to the
Should we-
guards at least before
should
we
we-
just walk in and chop his head off.
Yes,
we
we should make sure that the way from his death to his revival is as short as possible.
Yeah.
I don't
Should we
want
inf-
his body to decay before he's revived.
So
Should
we
he-
get him into a temple and kill him there and revive him.
Yeah, but
Okay,
do
so
we
I'm
have
just
the
playing
money?
devil's advocate here, but what are the positives to him being cursed? I mean, are there any?
No, I don't
Well,
believe
he's
so.
a vampire. He could become a vampire whenever he wants.
Yeah.
Well, the
So-
Vampire
so
won't
that's-
let him
the
leave.
vampires?
Well, let's weigh this pros and cons.
Economics 101.
That's really up to him as his
At the moment-
character.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we shouldn't jump to conclusions, but we have
I
a
think
plan
at
in
the
place.
moment it only gives him disadvantages. If he wanted to become a vampire, that would give him both advantages and disadvantages, as specified in whatever book that is specified in.
Well, we
I'm-
should leave it up to him.
He already said he didn't want to become a vampire.
Well,
We
we
actually want to
also
die.
could ask other gods that are not so friendly.
Uh,
Should we inform Gregor now that his girlfriend is a psychopath?
Well, it's an alien. We don't know if the name is just a name. And that she's a psychopath was the first assumption, actually, that we had.
So if
I think before we
got a
even
letter
knew her
back
name.
from we got the letter back from Elminster, did he also see the other question that was asked?
What other question?
in blue below his reply.
No.
That would be another
Okay, can I add it to the?
message. No, that can't be in the first message because that's
Yeah.
obviously a
Yeah.
reaction to his answer.
Yeah.
We weren't talking about Saloon, except for mentioning her.
Yeah.
Wow, that sentence made so much sense.
Yeah.
We weren't talking about her, except talking about her. Yeah.
Yeah. Understandable.
Maybe I should sleep.
Well, a raise that spell requires a diamond worth 500 gold. So the question is if we can find a cleric who can cast it, and
Raise that, or
yeah,
Raise that like zombie.
you dropped out.
That's
Axel.
something else.
Isn't raise dead like a make a zombies spell?
No, you return a dead creature to life, provided it has been dead no longer than 10 days.
Oh, okay. So let's kill Gregor now and hope we find a diamond in 10 days.
Well, or we could look at the elves to hear if they have a cleric who can cast it, and do have the diamond and then buy the diamond.
Yeah. How do we?
And we shouldn't chop his head off, because the spell can't restore missing body parts.
Yeah, that wasn't my plan.
Good. You can
That's-
stab him
that's-
through
She
the chest.
just wants
that
to
would
pound him
work,
to
but-
death.
Nope. I'm not gonna punch him or kick him.
You're gonna strangle him.
Do you have something like the Kill Bill 10 strike thing?
She's
No.
gonna put the immovable rod on top of him and just leave it.
No. I was just gonna be like, Gregor, you look really tense. Let me give you a back rub and then break his neck.
That's a good idea.
We could make sure that he cannot anymore be in contact with Cylone by if it can't detach removed body parts. If you know what I mean.
That doesn't make sure he's not in contact with her anymore. Just not in that kind of contact.
Well, but we don't know what Cylone is in his mind, so it might make it that Cylone is not anymore in contact.
But then there will be no little Gregors drawn around later on.
I'm not sure if we want potentially psychopathic little Gregors running around.
Psychopathic half alien little crackers. Yeah.
There's just a bunch of
Singing.
little people running around mocking everything.
Yeah. Psychopathic half-orc bullies running around, shaming
Yeah.
everyone to death.
The
No.
Oh god,
alternate-
just imagine an army just equipped with vicious mockery. Everybody at once.
the alternative to raise that is reincarnate.
I believe that's what
Uh,
happened at Babylon when the walls fell.
Yeah.
What does okay, but yeah. Is the by the way, yeah, is the spell that raise to like get to like resurrect people? Is the spell that will be used in the process if we buy the spell? Will it be reincarnation or will it be raise dead?
Raise that is the cheap one. Reincarnate is the fun one.
Which does what?
Wait.
It
That's
has a chance
not how
to come
I
back
remember
as a
that
lot of different
spell
things.
from a player handbook.
Yeah, it's a player handbook spell, and yeah,
But it doesn't look like that.
when you cast it on a dead people, or a piece of a dead humanoid, so you don't need the full body, then that person comes back in a new body, and you roll some dice, and
D100.
Oh,
then you see if they come back as the former selves or if they come back as
Something
something
else.
else.
And it's it's a D100 and it's anything.
Yeah,
it can come back as anything.
I found it.
Well, that'd be cool if he
Page.
came back as an elf female.
I don't think it changes gender, just
It doesn't
Aw.
say anything about gender.
There is a really great item called the Belt of Gender Bending.
That
Isn't
doesn't
it
sound
still
very
girdle
great.
of masculinity and femininity?
Yes.
But yeah, so if we find that first and put it on him, then kill him and remove it and resurrect him, or reincarnate him, maybe he'd come back as a female elf.
Wait, what?
But we are planning on how to get Gregor rid of his vampirism, but now we're trying to plan how we get him back as a female elf.
Why would we want to do that?
I wasn't
I
the
don't
one who
know.
suggested the female
Anyway,
Because
part.
the D to
anyway,
B ratio in the party isn't quite right yet.
Well, you know.
Because I
I blame
find
Anima.
it fun to do reincarnation.
Are we just?
And
Are
he
we
would
just?
get. Go ahead.
The
Oh, yeah, I was
perfect
just-
spell is, of course, True Resurrection.
I
But
was just-
that's bloody expensive.
I was just like.
Yeah, that one is out of our price range. There's
And
also
it's a ninth
resurrection,
level
which
spell.
is
And it's necromancy. But one thing I'm wondering is, like, would we just kill him so many times until he comes back as an elf? Or would we just like...
Well,
No,
every
I think
resurrection
we
is
can
expensive.
only afford killing him once, and then we'd have to pool money together to pay for the
Yeah.
costs.
Yeah, how much money do we have, like, together?
Well, I don't know
All right,
about
it
you
is
guys,
bad
but
for
I
me.
have
our
230.
And are people ready to sacrifice their monies for Gregor?
Most
I'm ready.
definitely.
We have a lot in the group fund, don't we?
I think the group funds are divided as they are.
Yeah,
get
it has
gotten.
been split up. I think 10 platinum coins for everybody, right?
Oh, okay.
I have currently 216
Gold,
gold.
right?
Like everything together is 216.
Yeah, I've got 212.
238.
How much can we like steal everything Gregor has and just sell it and be like, yeah, we totally didn't sell your stuff. And
Well, are you
use
guys
that
having
to-
this conversation in front of the Myth Drannor head mage?
I don't think so.
Probably.
Strong, maybe.
No, I think we would come back, or at least Batar would suggest and come back and ask for any possibilities of reviving somebody.
Well, you can get resurrections at any temple for the standard price of $12.50.
Don't we have like some rather valuable artifacts we could sell? We like elves. We have this stuff, stuff, and this book, which by the way wear our shoulders. And then we could just like be like, here's this thing. How much gold you give us?
Well, the book is Gregor's currently, and actually we haven't really discussed the wand at all this session.
Yeah, we should probably speak to that mage guy about the wand.
What was the?
Yes.
Was there like a name for the wand, or was it just a wand?
There probably is a name of the wand. We don't know the name of the wand.
Okay.
Oh, we have some silver weapons that we can sell too.
Oh yeah, that's true. Just gonna check.
I don't know, I think you guys should propose your solution procuring Gregor to the elf, because
They might cover part of the cost so that he won't be transmitting.
That's true.
that's just very interesting.
And
'Cause,
do we?
you know, if they have a way to cure proto-vampirism, then
Did we use those 2 silver keys?
all the silver keys were used. There was one that you guys didn't have to use, but you used it anyway.
Yeah. Okay. Then I'm just gonna remove it from the. Yep. Yeah. We have. Watar has his gem, which is not going to like. It's just not going to give it up, I believe.
What?
You have your gem, pearl, but you're not gonna give it up.
No.
I'm presuming.
Hell no.
We have the.
That's what
we
I'm
have,
keeping.
We have
We
the.
have
yeah.
we have some emeralds and sapphires and stuff.
We have the paper box.
There is, you guys did recover the first edition copy of Tombs and Tarrasques.
Yes.
Yeah.
It appears to be a gaming rulebook.
Yes.
You can't
Might
quite
be some.
identify the language, but because you used the comprehend language spell, you were able to identify it as a gaming rulebook.
Yeah.
We should go and like sell all silver weapons and stuff we don't need, and just
Right.
like look how much money we have. So I'm just gonna list like everything
Whoops.
that is
Now
not
I opened
claimed.
Pro 20 twice.
I'm gonna list on the under there like to sell like.
Well, if you and someone else are selling that, then maybe me and Batar should go to the mages.
Yeah. I think the mages are the right people to talk to.
Who wants to sell?
Right.
Who wants to have a? Who wants to sell stuff with a socially awkward person?
No
what
one.
What could possibly go wrong? I mean, if you want your money, because if only Yenben is selling, well, you know, It's Yenban.
Yeah, then he'll probably end up paying money to get rid of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Or no, or just like simply losing it. So
Yeah, I'd suggest that more people should go with Yanbin.
Don't look at me.
I'm not going into that town again.
you guys really hate me.
I don't hate you, I hate the Ions. Well, I don't
Can
hate,
tell-
I just
How
dislike.
about you doing it, Aniva? And then I'll be following together with Bata.
Jax, you could
All
turn
right.
in. You could turn into some form of animal. I could just say that you're my companion.
That doesn't really help. He doesn't want to go near the elves. That's the problem.
Oh, that's true. That way, yeah. So, is there anyone coming to sell stuff with me, or am I just going alone?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Could you link me the group inventory again?
Yeah. It's there's the to sell wars. What is it then?
God damn it, I'm a bit too fast.
I of course. Gotta go fast.
That's what he said. What?
Gotta go fast.
Okay,
So
well,
are
he's
we doing
composing
this,
that list. I'll deal with Lucan's group. You guys are going back to the Mages Guild.
Yeah,
Yep.
And I assume you want another audience with the head mage.
If
yeah, I
possible,
think that's
yes.
best.
Okay. So you guys are explaining your theory about how to cure him.
Well, Elman's theory, with the letter at hand.
Okay. And he's like, that is very interesting. Why, the guild itself would fund this as a research cost.
Yeah, we would be
That's-
very grateful for some help.
Out of character, are they willing to pay Gregor's resurrection?
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't quite catch it the first time, so I just wanted to make sure.
Right.
Now, the mage also was like, there was another artifact brought in with your party.
Yes, that's true.
A vial
that-
thing.
That's actually what I have brought here.
Well,
maybe
you actually don't
you
have that
had,
in your possession. The Mages Guild actually has it in their possession.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yes.
we wanted to hear about it.
Well, they want to know where you got it because they haven't been able to identify it so far.
Yeah, Bata will explain the story about the Sandman, his theory that the rod, well, mainly his theory that the rod is a sentient item that controlled the sand to form a body, but also mentioning the theory that it could also be some kind of a transmitter from a very powerful entity.
Yeah, my belief is that it was made by a powerful entity there, and that the powerful entity has contact with whoever holds it.
As you guys are discussing this, there is another voice in the chamber with you and the artifact. And it sounds really reserved, well-spoken, high-born accent. And it makes a clearing its voice sound. He's like, if I may be so bold to speak.
Who?
No.
And that's,
I'm looking towards it, and
you notice that the staff, the wand, the voice is emanating from the wand itself. And its eyes are glowing again, but this time the eyes are glowing a white light.
They were glowing before?
When you were fighting Recidivarius, they were glowing green.
Okay.
Are they glowing now green?
No, they're glowing white currently.
Okay. I wasn't. So
well, my natural reaction is to move my hand to my sword, but I won't draw it yet.
Yeah, I'm keeping my distance and trying to prepare for possible attempts to control my mind.
What's talking?
The
wand.
what did we call it? Evil black wand or something?
The wand has eyes.
The wand has a skull on top of it.
I think it was called a mysterious rod, actually, but yeah.
Evil wand. I called it an evil one in the loot pool.
I have out of character. I have a strong feeling about what it is, but yeah, and I
We
don't
found
like it.
2 rods. We found the wand and then the rod of the immovable rod.
That's the wand. The immovable rod is just an immovable rod. It's for some reason it's a common magical item, although in my world it probably wouldn't be.
Yeah, it seems
Because
pretty
it's not that
powerful.
easy to make a thing not move at all. I mean, you can have it levitate, that's easy enough, but not just be fixed in place.
So
But
the
that's-
wand is going to continue, and he says, I understand your reservations, given
Yeah,
how
you
the
kind
evil
of tried to
one...
kill us.
It was not me, but it was Orcus's will through Recidivarius. I am Sir Bane Lightspark, a paladin of Palor. I once tried to kill Orcus the Vile, and I was slain in my efforts. And my soul has been forever cursed to inhabit this vile artifact.
That sounds terrible. Is there a way that we can release your soul and destroy the artifact?
Is there a way you can prove what you say is true? Probably not. But
Seek the Order of Palor, and they will know of my deeds. I warn you not to try to attune to this artifact, for it will reestablish
wasn't
the
going to.
connection to the Vile One.
I'm gonna break the fourth wall. This says that we have a silver broadsword, but there is no such thing as silver broadsword in the player's handbook.
I think
Any
it was
weapon can be
established that
silvered.
it was a longsword.
Okay.
Any weapon can be silvered.
yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
there is
it's more that there's no such thing as a broadsword.
you cannot
Well, a
silver a
broadsword
weapon.
is a longsword. It's a stylistic thing.
Okay, I. Oh, but-
Yeah, it's similar to there's no longer a bastard sword either.
Oh, God.
I know
What
of
is
one
this
way.
Order of Pellar? I don't think I have heard of it.
They are a order of paladins who follow the god of healing. I implore you to seek them out, to verify I am who I say I am.
Well,
And when you can, I have a way, or at least I suspect a way of freeing myself from this wretched existence.
It's a trap.
it's a trap!
This is not the
what-
this is not the
what
one
is
that
this
you're
way?
looking for.
I suspect if you were to submerge me into Palor's well, that it would be enough to undo the Vile One's dark magic.
Yeah, I think we need to talk about that.
Verify that, yeah. Because
And-
if you're not what you claim to be, that would be a really bad idea.
The next.
It does sound like a completely different voice from the one that you heard in the Game
Well.
Master's tomb. I'm just saying that for
I
your
think we
knowledge.
have companions that can do that. And we're not the most powerful of beings.
Yeah, I'm mostly just thinking that we have this one and we know there have been evil in it, and the current part may or may not be evil, but it might not know the truth, and the moment we put the evil artifact into the water, it might corrupt it and destroy shit.
Yeah. Another time I'm breaking the fourth wall. We have marked a hammer, one silver hammer. Is it a light hammer or a
It was a
warhammer?
warhammer.
Okay.
I asked that because if it had been a light hammer, it could have been used by the monks, but they couldn't use it.
Okay. Thank you.
There is actually a god of discord.
There is a god for everything.
Yeah, I still am not sure who this Pello is.
Do as you will, but I seek an end to this existence. I will rest for now. And the eyes
Do
dim
so.
and go out in the skull.
Yeah,
Well, that was interesting.
yeah. Well, I think we should contact priests of Lathander. They might know more about this god of healing.
Wow.
Palor is a very substantial god in the pantheon of Faerun. He is typically embodied in the image of the sun. His worshippers believe that the sun rising is Palor rising.
Oh,
And-
so he has the same portfolio as Lathander?
Yeah,
Well, then I guess we should get some clerics of Pillar, and they probably know better how to handle this.
Yeah. But
Now,
I think
Batar-
I'm not going to submerge anything, but if
Batar,
the
you know
clerics
that the
find it
well
fitting,
of
then yeah.
Palor isn't a water well, but a vortex to a fiery heart of another plane. It's typically assumed the plane of healing, the plane of restoration.
so many planes. They all
Yeah,
don't
well,
exist in my
I really
world.
don't want to do something without approval of some clerics.
Yeah. And I don't want to do this before we're sure, or reasonably sure, he is what he claims to be. But I
Yeah.
think the more important thing for now is getting our companion back.
Yeah, besides, I believe that the elves can handle this for now, and then when the war is over, we can find some quest to get rid of it.
Yes. And I turned to the, what was it, Archmage? Whatever, the guy
High
that's...
Mage, I think they called him.
High Mage, whatever. Could you make sure that no one comes into contact with this artifact until we have time together to deal with it? Because right at the moment we have a problem with a friend that's turning into a vampire, and B, a problem with a little thing called war.
I got the loot list down.
Loot.
It took a bit time because I calculated the price for everything as new, if they were bought, just for reference.
So the elves are willing to give you 1,300 gold pieces for the lot. I would advise you against selling the Tombs and Tarrasque's book, because you might find somebody that's more interested in purchasing that later.
Yeah.
The 1,000 doesn't cover the cost for the book because I have no idea how much the book costs. So I just marked it to be like price for everything when bought as new is 1,031 plus the book and the ogre and drugs.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I am going to end this session here.